welcome. And Zippy's already in there. Like,
hi, Zippy.
we were like 2 seconds. Zippy's like, hey,
He
wow.
must have like ninja rapid fire response system, like notifications.
Boom, it pops right up there. So yes, hello. Welcome to a daytime investigation of the Mineral Springs Hotel in Alton, Illinois. For many of you, this will be a replay. Take note of that, please.
Yes, please.
But right now, for some of you like Zippy, we are live, and there are others already in here. Gina, thank you. Tammy Heitzman. All right, cool. So great to see a bunch of you in here already. And I actually have the phone flipped the wrong way because every time I scroll, my finger's going to get in the way. So, okay, so this is a little bit different going daytime, but that's the access that we had. But it should give a little bit of a different perspective for you guys, because usually you see this just black. You see us with flashlights shining in our face up in here, and you see like a little bit of, the studs and, the blown out walls and all that, and, maybe a window or two. But now you get to see the whole thing as we walk around.
With a point that also it's not just nighttime that paranormal activity happens.
Yes, that's absolutely true. Paranormal activity can happen any time of day. And we were talking about that a bit last night during our big 2-hour Q&A session, is that, a lot of the reports, and eyewitness accounts that we get from people that we talk to are during the day, like docent working at a historical location, and they're like, well, this happened to me, that happened to me, I saw this, I saw that. Well, they're working during the day, and also homeowners, and it's any time of day. So here we are. But something we did want to talk about real quick was battery drain. Something that we noticed last night when we did the live Q&A, I was on my phone here like we are right now, and we went 2 hours with that Q&A session, just about 2 hours before I actually had to plug in. And when we've done the live investigations here, again, using my phone, we've maxed out an hour before it was like, we had to stop because of the battery issue.
And where we are, I have perfect cell phone signal at Alton. So it's not like, there's no cell phone signal, so that's why my battery is draining. And I had over 80% when I got here, and I now have like 30% gone. So it's just...
So it's already drained a lot for you just from walking in here.
Yeah.
So, well, let's give them a little bit of a tour first, a daytime tour, since they don't usually get to see that, and then we'll kick into a bit of an investigation here. So, all right, people are already talking. See if I can flip this. Orientation is locked. Damn, can't do it. Okay. So, Joey Rubino's in the house. X-Group Home Kid, Candy Orton. All right.
Our tribe.
Yep.
Mad
Super
Hatters.
Woody Boy. All right. Yes, all the Mad Hatters are in here. Miami Ghost Chronicles, Marlene. All right. Dustin Jordan. Angela Holguin. All right. Discord Threads. Cool. Jessica Shea. We got a lot of people in here. All right. Very cool. Thanks. So, Charming Charms. Hey there.
Sweet.
All right. So, this is Pearl's room right here that we've talked about a lot. And it's straight over there that Shana had actually seen Pearl.
Yeah, I literally looked over, and she was right here, her face is like if she was standing right here and just peeking in. And it was about this height too, so she's probably about my height, but her face was kind of to the side, like she was, trying to be, ninja-like.
Trying to hide behind a couple of studs there.
She was kind of to the side, and
just peeking in.
And I was shocked. I didn't expect, to see her. I'm always surprised whenever I see people, I shouldn't be surprised because I see that more than I see other stuff, but I was just surprised to see her because that was my first time seeing her, and I didn't even realize who she was, exactly until I went down and looked at the picture of her, and it was her.
There she
That's
was.
who I saw. I described her to Donna, or if it's Rain Sin, her and Dave, and she was like,
That's her.
That's her. She says, there's her picture, right here. So, yeah, I was a little shocked.
Cool. So that is where Pearl hangs out. That's where Shauna's seen her. So we'll go down the hall here.
We may lose signal.
We may lose signal, yeah. Signal sometimes is an issue up and down the hall. So down this hallway, We've heard like footsteps, a lot of activity up and down the hall. We've set up motion sensors down here right now, so they'll kick off and light up, which, because it's daytime, we're not going to see as well. But we have those set up. We're going to use them down in the pool, which we won't be able to go down to the pool.
Unfortunately.
Here, yeah, because the signal we lose signal like immediately when we go into the pool area.
Yeah, because we're talking about going down, you know, like into the deeper portions of the building.
Right. So, but we'll film all of that. See, and it's already giving me a red light. But you know what? It saves on the YouTube just fine. So it buffers it somewhere. So back here, there's another room that we get quite a bit of activity. That somebody has said Shana's name. We've heard a chair scraping on the floor, and a couple other footsteps a lot, and a couple other EVPs. So, and that is this room. And yeah, Gina says don't forget to hit the like button. Did you already pick up on something?
I thought I heard a scuffle back there.
You heard a scuffle?
The corner.
Well, you know, back in here, I went here. I'll turn it over. Back in here, I went and took a few pictures, and I was feeling cobwebby back in there.
I just looked out of my nose.
And we haven't ever gone live in there.
Probably can't.
We could try. Yeah, and we're getting 0 comments because it says very bad connection. So let me. All right, I'm just gonna pop into here real quick. Oh, actually, we got connection back. So we're gonna pop in here real quick because we don't ever go live from in here at night. That's that doorway out to that. The floor is out over there.
Oh, I remember this place.
Yeah.
This is the place that I didn't like last time.
Yeah. The one other time we were in here. Yeah, be careful.
I'm trying to take pictures.
Yeah. The one other time when we were in here, Shana did not like it.
But that was before I went down and armed myself with
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, you were just like buzzing that entire night.
Yeah, that entire night. It was bad that night. Like, I had to have like blinders on going down the hall because I couldn't look even out of my peripheral inside any of the other rooms. It just felt like there was just something in there just, you know, glaring at me. And then I went down and armed myself with some black
and you're okay after
it was a
that.
little better. So
Zippy's wondering where my coffee's at. I finished it. I finished it before coming up. And you had your tea.
Coffee. It's Raining Zen has this more caffeine than coffee cinnamon toast flavored black tea.
It's pretty good.
And it's amazing.
It's pretty good.
It has a little buttery. Yeah.
So this area is still under some major renovation. So, you know, there's parts of the roof here that aren't doing so well. Comment from Candy. She says, I heard a laugh after you said that about Shana not liking that room. Interesting. Well, you know, we could do a little bit in here because we don't ever do anything in here. Donna said that we should do a little bit more.
Yeah, what did she say?
It must have been outside.
Wasn't.
No, that wasn't.
That was just right out in the hall.
That was right out there.
It was like a scuffle. Or like something, you know.
Somebody out there?
Hello?
Come on in.
You want to come
chat
in
a little
here?
bit.
Want to come in here where we are?
Yeah, see, that's just right there.
Still going.
I'm Mike. This is Shana.
Pearl, is that you out there?
Yeah, I hear something out there.
Yeah, there's something moving. It's still
Yeah,
going.
it's still going. Let's
Do
go.
you guys hear it?
Let's see if the motion
They may not
detector's
be.
kicked off. Yeah, I don't know if they can hear that, but it's definitely something. So we'll come back to this area, but we'll need to check this out.
Hello? Who's out here?
Hello?
You guys know who we are by now.
Let's stop here and see if we can still hear it, because we don't know how far back it was. That was in this room. Hello?
Oh. hey or a hi or something like that, but I heard a whisper that started with an H, and it was kind of low.
Who's here with us? You've got to be pretty familiar with us by now.
Yeah, you guys don't have to follow along, you know, behind us, being sneaky. We're family now. You can be right up here with us.
We should just stop, do a burst EVP session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You feeling something? Yeah.
like my whole left side felt like it just went numb, which is different.
You right here? Here, hold this for a second. And I'm going to get the...
Like I literally just went
out.
numb.
All right.
Done the buzz,
gonna-
but not numb. That's different.
I'll have it on hold this way.
Oh, I think I like that.
Hello, Mike and Shana here. You right here next to Shana? What's your name? How old are you right now? That was outside.
Yeah, that was outside.
All right, let's see if anything back. My name is Jeff is what somebody got in the chat. Hello, Mike and Shana here. You right here next to Shana? It's a little whisper right there.
Yeah.
What's your name? How old are you right now? That was outside.
Yeah.
All right, listen back to it again, because we did, at least when we asked if you're right next to Shana, we did get a,
Yeah,
there's something there.
There was a whisper there.
Yeah.
We weren't moving, so it wasn't us.
Hello, Mike and Shana here. You right here next to Shana? Can't understand what it's saying though. But we'll go back and listen to it, of course. We always do. So, all right. You still here? 'Cause I don't hear the shuffling anymore.
I'm not numb anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have anything right now.
Okay, so somebody came and went. Still think it's female.
I mean, the tone of the whisper that I heard out loud sounded lower. It could still be female. I mean, I don't exactly have a high-pitched voice when I whisper, so
Right.
it had a little bass in it, so I just assumed it was a guy.
Huh?
Hope I
So-
didn't say anything to scare you off. You can come back over here.
No, that was back over here. Candy says, Shauna and Mike, you were... Oh, God. Shauna and Mike, you were distracted out of the other room. Well, I was just about to suggest maybe we should go back
Yeah.
into there.
That's the way it is sometimes. It's kind of
Yeah.
like a game. You know, I think they're all in on it. I think there's more. I
Yeah.
know there's more than one up here. And
Yeah.
whenever we're getting a little too close to one of them, someone else is like, "Hey, come here."
Yeah, sometimes it's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, it's they play with us, you know. So I sometimes wonder if it's a kid or not, you know, because kids do that. But man, I'm buzzing again.
Buzzing again? Well, why don't you, whoever you are, come back with us into the other room, and we'll talk there.
You want to come in here with us?
Come on.
We're going to go hang out in another room. Come again, kind of hanging down here too. Anytime you want to grab it. Friends hold hands, right?
They do. Okay. You don't feel anything in here?
That night though, oh my God.
That night, yeah, that was.
I could not
You're
do
tripping.
that.
Because I was wanting to go down here to check it out,
I was like, nope.
and you were like,
No.
So.
I didn't even want to look at it.
Yeah. Well, we can set this on the window over here so my arm can rest. So there is some, you guys also have to take into account, there is some noise from the traffic. But we'll keep it pointed this way, back toward the hall, so that maybe you guys, and if I stand on one side, you stand on the other, and then people can still look down the hall. I think that'll work out. So, all right. So hello, Mike and Shana here. We don't know a lot about this section of the hotel, but we understand that somebody does hang out in here. So we would like to learn a little bit more about you. Just curious, want to tell your story. But first, do you have a name? Are you a visitor to the hotel, or do you live here? Do you recognize us? Have you seen us here before? Wind chimes from somewhere.
Must be outside on the
Got it.
building.
Yeah, I guess.
Because there's wind chimes out there.
Okay. All right, we'll listen back. Let us know if you guys hear anything. So hello, Mike and Shana here. We don't know a lot about this section of the hotel, but we understand that somebody does hang out in here. So we would like to learn a little bit more about you. Just curious, want to tell your story. But first, do you have a name? You hear the traffic. Yeah, it's kind of a bad thing is this is right on Broadway. So there's traffic. Are you a visitor to the hotel, or do you live here? Might have been a little in there, but it's hard to tell. Do you recognize us? Have you seen us here before? Yeah, you hear the wind chimes. Yeah. So yeah, it's a little. There's a lot of noise pollution here, which is one of the one of the bad things about doing a daytime investigation is there's a lot more traffic during the day, so you get a lot more noise pollution from that. This place always gets a lot of noise pollution off the street anyway, but since it's during the day, we're getting a little bit more of that.
But there's still some stuff going on here.
There's still stuff going on because there was definitely somebody walking down that hall. And we may have caught a voice on the road.
Right here would be a good place to put the motion detectors because we can see out the footsteps.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'll go grab them and set them up in here.
Okay.
Because
I'll
since
stay
we're
right
walking
here.
right now, yeah. So keep them entertained.
I'll
Maybe do a
keep you
first
guys
EVP
entertained.
session or something. I don't know. I'll do that with you.
All right. Okay. Yeah, it's right by the street, so it's a little bit noisy here, but at night this area is like super creepy, so I feel like there's probably something hanging out back in the corner of the room, so I'm gonna probably lose signal once I go over there, but I'll do a quick. Hi, it's just Shana here right now. So if you want to come over here and say hi, hang out, tell me your name. His footsteps are Mike coming. Mike's out there in the hallway, and he put these little lights down on the floor, and if you walk over there by them, if you walk down the hallway, they'll light up. I don't know if you can see that or not, but...
Okay, good. Can they see that all right? You guys see the lights out there? Okay.
Yeah, we put some motion detector lights out there in the hallway.
And if any of you are new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe.
Hi, it's just Shana here right now. So if you want to come over here and say hi, hang out, tell me your name.
There may have been a little something right there. And right there.
Those footsteps are Mike coming.
Oh.
Yeah,
could have been my footsteps, okay. Okay.
Mike's out there in the hallway, and he put these little lights down on the floor, and if you walk over there by them, if you walk down the hallway, they'll light up. I don't know if you can see that or not, but...
Okay. Can they see that all right? You guys see the light? Okay, cool. So we'll see if those light up at all, because we did hear that walking, that shuffling out there. So hopefully we'll get some sort of reaction off of that. So you can come on back down here. You know, you're curious about us, trying to figure out who we are. Is Shana right there by the door? Yeah, can you tell us more about this room, what this was used for? It seems like it's some other rooms to the hotel, but who stayed down here? There's voices from outside. There's a sidewalk right there. Stuff on
right here, so I won't even, look. I won't even look at you. So feel free to come in here and hang out.
I don't know if you guys are seeing anything there. Okay, you guys did see the lights, that's good. Earl, are you down there? Or is it somebody else? Who is coming this way? We just want to learn more about you, about who you are, about your life, about this hotel.
We come in here to talk to you guys about, we'd like to know who we're talking to, so we can actually call you by name.
Did you hear?
Big thump.
I heard that thump too. I was thinking it was outside. Unless it was down there that you heard it.
It was down
It
there.
was down there? Okay.
It was pretty loud. It's down there.
Let's move closer down there. Who's the girl that's here other than Pearl. There's another girl here. What's your name? Of course, we're walking as I'm asking, so that defeats the purpose.
I'm gonna go in there and get my phone. I think
I have it. I grabbed it for you.
Okay.
So,
All right.
pocket. There you go.
Yeah, I definitely. That was a pretty big phone. I don't think it was
Where do you think it was?
outside. It sounded pretty far away, but I could like feel the noise, so it
Okay.
wasn't too far.
The girl here besides Pearl.
Also, can you see what I'm doing here? Whenever I walk down the hallway, a light comes on. It's on the floor. Don't stay away from us just because we have that there. It won't hurt you when you walk by it. Probably won't even be able to feel it. It'll feel just like flipping on a light switch, except for it's on the floor.
You ever go down to the pool?
We're gonna be going to the pool later if you wanna go with us.
That's actually a really cool shot. And straight down the hall like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, after we get done up here, we're going downstairs to the pool. So if you want to go for a swim, you can come along with us. Just grab a towel.
Whoever's up here, are you allowed to go to the pool? Or do you have to stay up here?
There's movement down there again. I think it's playing with us.
Yeah. Top of my head's buzzing again.
Top of your head's buzzing. Just it seems to be like a lot of back and forth. Once we get down to one end, then we hear it back down to the other. And we've had a lot of spirits in. Do you hear piano music?
I hear music, yeah. It's probably down there.
It could be down there.
It's down there.
Okay. But yeah, we've had that in a lot of investigations before where something just play with us back and forth. It seems like that's what's going on here. Notice past that first motion detector, the cross of the light.
Yeah.
That's what they do at OSR, Ohio State Reformatory. They have that crossing of the beams of light. I don't know if you guys can see that past that first motion detector. That was definitely outside.
That was outside.
Yeah. Pearl or anybody else, I'm just looking to learn more about you.
That was outside.
Yeah, that was definitely outside. That was a car horn. And we know Pearl's up here, but we want to know who the other girl is too.
Pearl, who's up here with you? Do you know their name?
Did you hear something?
I heard something.
Heard
I don't
something.
know what
Okay.
it was. Just trying to get a fun house effect looking down the hallway.
Well, there is that kind of slight slant
Mhm.
up, and then you have all the light crossing back and forth. So yeah. Yeah, a lot of traffic outside right now.
Alton is a very busy city during the daytime.
Yeah.
And it's very busy at night too, but downtown especially.
Right.
Everybody's out and doing their running before the next winter storm moves through here.
Mm. But you know, these were the hours we had available to us, and we thought,
Yeah.
you know, it'd be a just an interesting, different look at a place that you've seen us investigate a number of times now. what we do want to do with the motion detectors that we have here, I mean, it'd be great, of course, a lot better at night when it's a lot darker here, and then when we're like out in Pearl's room or whatever, then we'd be able to see, if the light comes on, just the luminosity coming from down the hall. As if you say, it's good to mix things up. Yeah, that's what we were thinking. Mix it up a little bit. So, and these will also be great down there by the pool because it's completely dark down there.
Unfortunately, you guys will not be able to see that until the playback.
Right. Yeah, we'll record that and then we'll post the video later.
What did I see?
What did you see?
Well, I can't really tell where it was at, but somewhere in that lighted area, it looked like something kind of came out. Like something was peeking out.
Did you guys see something? Like
Anybody
Shana
else see
saw? Did
anything?
you see something peeking down there? If you did, just let us know.
It was real quick. Kind of
Switch hands.
like the one at the hospital. It was just like
Yeah.
real quick.
Okay.
Who's down there? Who's down there at the end of the hall?
You can come down here and talk to us. We're just curious about you. I thought I heard something down that hall. The other hall is right here. We're at the
fork.
Yeah. So yeah, if you've moved down there, again, you can come down here too. So yeah, we're at the crossroads of the hallways here.
Let us know where you want to go. Where do you want us to go?
Yeah, if there's a room that you would prefer to talk in, or maybe show us something, that would be fantastic. We can walk down there and show them those rooms during the daylight since we haven't done that yet.
Hopefully you guys have.
Yeah. Hopefully the connection stays. It's been fairly decent except for that one moment. So, this is the room that they see a little girl in sometimes. So they have a teddy bear in here.
And I don't hardly ever feel anything.
You don't,
here.
yeah.
I wish I did.
Oh, look at that, it's starting to snow.
Oh, great. That's wonderful.
Yeah. But, yeah, so they keep a teddy bear in here, and apparently people pick up on her in here, but Shana hasn't yet. I haven't.
Like every once in a while, like the one time I did feel something in here, but it didn't feel little to me. It felt a little older than little.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's the female, other than Pearl, does seem to be a bit older, like maybe late teens, early 20s, something like that.
I mean, that's...
And I actually thought I just saw something on the corner of my eye. Just right between us. Of course, you never know. It could be seeing things.
Who's in here?
Is there somebody in here with us? What's going on in my hand? I'm not the recorder. Hello? Mike and Shana here. Is there somebody in here with us? I thought I felt you touch my hand. So we can get all kinds of traffic bleed over. You have a name? Ren Oak is saying in the corner.
Are you over there by your teddy bear?
Right. Let's see if we got anything off of that.
Hello? Mike and Shana here. Is there somebody in here with us? I thought I felt you touch my hand.
It's hard to tell with the
All kinds of
traffic.
traffic bleed over. You have a name?
Actually, I thought I heard something right there. A little bit of something right there.
Ren Oak is saying in the corner.
Are you over there by your teddy bear?
Hard to tell. There may have been a couple little things in there. So it's one of those where we're going to have to just copy the files onto the computer, put on the headphones, and listen closely. So, there's a lot of times just listening back on this, or just listening through straight speakers off the computer where you don't hear it, but you get the headphones on, and blocking out all the other noise from the room and the environment, and then you can really pick up on them. So, like, I think sometimes when we post those videos online, it's like, I'm marking some of the different EVPs that we pick up, but if you're just watching it, like, I'll watch them a lot of times on my television, it's like really hard to hear, but if you pop the headphones on, it's like, oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, we've actually caught some stuff that we didn't, and it was like, where did that come from, It's like,
yeah. So, well, we're going to keep going down the hall. You can follow us down there if you'd like. You can take your teddy bear with you.
Bring your teddy bear? Come on.
All right. Show you the rest of the rooms down here in the daylight.
Come on, let's go. See some of the old plaster. It's crumbling, big cracks in the walls. We were actually in that room the one night investigating a bit because we were hearing something in there. Are you guys down here? Somebody in here? We heard somebody from down here, so Zippy is saying. We actually have signal
Mike,
up here. It's so weird.
Mike, have you ever done an EVP session with the teddy bear to see if she might be attached to it?
Other than just being in the room, doing audio in the room, no. We haven't actually.
Well, we haven't been holding the bear, but we've been in the room a couple times to do a couple EVP sessions. Kind of like what we just did.
I can hold the bear.
We can go back and try that. All right, we'll go ahead and try that. Yeah, I don't think anybody's back down here. Feel something?
I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll try it.
I'm gonna pick up your bear, okay? I just wanna hold it.
Is it okay if Shana holds your bear?
Can I hold your bear?
What's the bear's name?
What's your bear's name? Did you name it Teddy?
No, seriously, because that's what popped in my head right after I asked the question. Was the Teddy popped into my head?
Well, it's a teddy bear.
It is a teddy bear. And even Super Woody Boy put Teddy up on there. Yeah.
You should give it a different name other than Teddy. Give it a brand new name.
Okay, let's see if we got anything off of that.
Is it okay if Shana holds your bear?
Can I hold your bear? Is there something in there?
Might have been.
What's the bear's name?
I think I just heard Teddy.
What's your bear's name? Did you name it Teddy?
That was
seriously,
a cough.
that's what popped in my head.
Neither one of us
right
coughed.
after I asked the question, was the Teddy popped into my head.
Well, it's a teddy bear.
It is a teddy bear.
I thought I heard.
And even Super Woody Boy put Teddy up on there.
Right in between there. Okay, let's play.
Name other than Teddy.
Yeah.
Give it a brand new name.
Okay, we're gonna try a little bit more here because there was definitely some stuff in there. So interesting because we've never really gotten anything in here before.
No.
So, but I thought I felt something touch my hand, and I thought I saw a little wisp earlier. So well, it's fantastic to meet you. What's your name? I'm Mike, and this is Shana. What's your name? That's outside. It might be hard to hear with the traffic. Let me try that again, since there was all that traffic going by and I had a hard time hearing. What's your name? Just right as I ask it, the traffic starts back up. How old are you? All right, we'll try those couple things. So that was a good 30 seconds, and there was a lot of traffic. So,
well, it's fantastic to meet you. What's your name? I'm Mike, and this is Shana. What's your name?
so much traffic.
That's outside. It might be hard to hear with the traffic. Let me try that again, since there was all that traffic going by and I had a hard time hearing. What's your name? Just right as I ask it, the traffic starts back up. How old are you? I'll try this couple things.
Yeah. A little bit harder that time. There was a lot of traffic going by as we were trying to do it. So, are there any questions that you guys would like us to ask? Let's throw that out there. Anything that you guys would like to ask, we believe, a little girl, because that's what people usually get here. And, apparently you're reacting to you holding the teddy bear.
I mean, is it okay for me to hold your teddy bear?
Pop that on. Is it okay for Shana to hold your teddy bear?
I'll be nice to it. I love teddy bears. If it's not okay, come and take it. You can have it. I won't hold it if it's not okay, so if it's not okay, just... you can come and take it from me. I'll hold it out.
How old is your teddy bear?
Do you know who gave it to you?
Okay. Emma has a question. Okay, are you able to see us, or do you just hear us? That's a good question, Emma. We usually ask stuff like that because we're always wanting to know how it is that they perceive us. Do they just hear us, talking to them like we kind of hear them sometimes? Do they see us at all? How is it that they see our world? Because, we have a challenge seeing their world. So let's see if we got anything there.
Is it okay for Shana to hold your teddy bear?
I'll be nice to it. I love teddy bears. If it's not okay, come and take it. You can have it. I won't hold it if it's not okay, so if it's not okay, just... you can come and take it from me. I'll hold it out.
How old is your teddy bear?
Do you know who gave it to you?
Okay. Emma has a question. Okay, are you able to see us, or do you just hear us?
Didn't really hear anything in there. So, yeah, not really hearing anything that time around. But that first session, we did get quite a
There
bit.
was something in
Yeah.
there. Well, if you can tell me your name and how old you are, I'll bring you a toy that someone your age might like.
Oh, you're watching live from Finland. That's awesome. Thank you.
Hello, Finland. Do you want me to bring you a toy?
Would you like Shana to bring you another toy? What type of toy would you like Shana to bring you?
I'll bring you something new to play with. But I'd like to know your name first. Are you a boy or a girl?
Okay, we'll try that. And Louise says she's watching from Scotland.
Hi.
So Scotland's a bucket list item.
Yeah, that's a bucket list. We're gonna be there someday.
Yep. I also have Scottish in my bloodline, so I guess it would be Scotch, right? All right, let's listen back. That arm was getting tired. You gotta switch it up.
Would you like Shana to bring you another toy? What type of toy would you like Shana to bring you?
I'll bring you something new to play with. But I'd like to know your name first. Are you a boy or a girl?
I thought I heard a little something there. Karen says that she saw shadow movement in the corner behind us. So are you just hanging out in the corner? You don't need to be afraid. You can come out here and talk to us. It's okay.
You can hang out with us when we're here. You don't need to hide.
Do you want Shana to give you the bear back?
Do you want me to put the bear back? I can put it down. I'll put it down. I'll put it back where I got it, okay?
All right, you're welcome. Let's see if we got anything there.
So are you just hanging out in the corner? You don't need to be afraid. You can come out here and talk to us. It's okay.
You can hang out with us when we're here. You don't need to hide.
Do you want Shana to give you the bear back?
Do you want me to put the bear back? I can put it down. I'll put it down. Put it back where we got it, okay?
You're welcome.
Yeah, there's a place that I used to investigate at, and just randomly I would bring toys, and I knew there was a little boy and a little girl in there, so I would bring stuff for both of them. But the holidays were coming up, and I was getting ready to go into town, and literally a burst EVP session just stopped in there long enough for 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes time, when I asked them if they wanted me to bring them, a toy, what do you want? And they said something, and I couldn't understand, and it kind of sounded like they could have said like a doggy, like a dog, or a dolly, like a doll, and I couldn't tell, so I went back in there and did another quickie, like 2 minutes, and then got Dolly. So I went into town and got a doll. I mean, same thing happened for Easter. I told them Easter's coming up, and people get candy and little Easter bunnies and stuff like that. Do you want a toy for Easter? Do you want a bunny? And in fact, I got like an incredible EVP, and it's on the team that I used to be in. I got a EVP. I went up there in the apartments where the little kid was at, and I went up there, and we didn't hear anything going on, but as we're climbing down out of there, you hear this child getting excited saying, "I've got a bunny," and then "I've got a bunny," so they're all excited over it, and that stuff happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard something back there, and I've been kind of buzzing.
Buzzing again? Yeah, so she might be back there.
Do you like that story?
So, I mean, it could be that, we were getting that reaction, for the first burst EVP because she was reacting that you had her bear, And then after that, she just closed up. So.
Well, in my defense, I did ask permission.
Yeah.
So if it's not okay, you have to say something right away, because sometimes I don't hear.
Yeah,
that.
you can try a little louder
up.
next time. So, we're just trying to, learn more about you, who you are, become friends. I know you've probably seen us up here before, because we've been up here a lot of times before, especially recently. So, echoing, I don't know. So, well, we've got about 10 minutes left. Yeah, can you believe we've already been doing this for 50 minutes?
It doesn't feel like
it flies, but time just
Literally.
flies here. It's crazy.
Like there's the concept of time is just not the same as out there. Like anytime we're exploring anywhere, it's not even the real world in here.
Yeah, we lose time in here.
Time just
because there was the one day that we had like 6 hours, and we did, an hour live session here, and then we did downstairs by the fountains. We did not even quite an hour on Periscope. Yeah. So that's 2 hours, right? We had 6, and then when we were going to, we went back on YouTube to go live from those fountains, and then try to go down into the pool area. It was like we had 20 minutes left. It's like, where'd the time go? It was crazy.
Yeah, I wonder sometimes if time obviously, is what it is and. Here, but it just seems like it just goes somewhere.
Yeah, something like, about I don't know something about this place. It gets lost. Hey, I guess they're watching anyway. So I guess they're having some. It's really starting to snow. Yeah, it is really starting to snow. They're having some buffering issues, but this never popped up saying that the connection was bad. So sometimes it'll pop up at top saying that the connection is bad. But you can always watch the replay because YouTube somehow, even when the connection gets bad, seems to save it. And Julia, time changes. It's definitely very different here for some reason. So, and then there's the battery drain.
Yeah. So. I've explored many places, but this one just seems to have an effect on how time passes because it just flies.
All right. Well, let's finish up in Pearl's room. See if we can talk to Pearl a little bit in her room. Shana's going to go straight that way. I'm going to go down the hall. Shana's going to go that way. I'm going to go down the hall, see if there's anything going on with the motion lights. And no, they're off. All right. So I'm gonna set you guys down, and I'm gonna point you guys toward where Shana has seen Pearl. So I'll turn it around a little bit here, and yeah, that should work. So yeah, back there is where Shana's at. And let me lower this a little bit. Alright, so if we go here, then you can see right there is where Shana's actually seen Pearl. So, hello Pearl.
Hey Pearl, we're back in your room. I hope you don't mind.
Back for just a few more minutes. I just wanted to, give you a quick goodbye. So actually, if you take a couple steps back, and they can see where you saw Pearl. Yep. There you go.
Want to come hang out for a minute before we have to go?
And maybe we could chat for a few minutes, say goodbye, and we'll of course come back and visit again.
Oh yeah, we'll come back.
Feeling her at all? No. Now there was that time, what was it, a couple months ago, where I felt her grab your arm, and you were already feeling buzzing at that point. You'd already seen her.
Yeah, it felt like she really, or somebody, really grabbed onto my arm. I mean, it actually hurt. Grabbed it just right, just on like tendon or whatever, and applied enough pressure that I was feeling it afterwards for a while.
I just thought I saw something behind you. Like in the doorway.
Is there someone behind me?
Is someone behind Shana? Is there somebody in the doorway over there? There's the doorway back behind Shana there, where we came into the room. You can come in. We'll chat for a minute, and then we're going to have to go. So you coming to say goodbye? Is that it? Come on in. I don't see anything now. It was like just for a brief moment. You feel anything behind you?
Not right now. Earlier when I was talking about her.
Yeah.
No, just the tiniest little tingle, a twinge of something, but
Okay.
it wasn't anything significant, so
Yeah.
I figured. I don't know.
All right. All right, Pearl, we're gonna have to get going. Our batteries get drained up here really quick, so it's getting to be about that time. Well, it's nice to see you during the daytime. Usually we're here at night. You see a lot more with the light. Okay, we'll wrap it up.
Sure.
All right, well, thank you everybody for joining us for our live daytime investigation. It's a little bit different doing this during the day because we had some of the traffic from the noise. Noise from the traffic. Wow. Okay. But we did still pick up on some activity. We heard the shuffling down the hall, and there may have been something going on with the little girl over there. So, paranormal activity can happen at any time. So that's why we try at different times. So, and Pearl, seriously, if you want to say goodbye, now is the moment. So, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. We have over 400 paranormal videos out here. Live investigations like this, full investigation videos as well. And we have the Friday night ghost frights, which are ghost stories. And we have our 2 shows on Tuesday nights, Inside the Upside Down and Edge of the Rabbit Hole. So that's when we refer to Mad Hatters. The Mad Hatters are from Edge of the Rabbit Hole. So a lot of stuff going on out here. So we just had the Shadow Person video that we did for Friday night ghost frights, and we did a video on historic maps. And then we pick all kinds of different supernatural topics, like psychic abilities on Edge of the Rabbit Hole.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, so we're talking all kinds of paranormal stuff all the time here on the Haunted Road Media channel. So, all right, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I was about to say tonight. And we'll be doing some more investigating here down in the pool. It's just we can't go live from down there, and the battery drains real quick from the phone anyway. So we'll present all that to you later, because we have more footage from past investigations that we need to get to you guys. So,
And don't forget to subscribe.
and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Click the little bell icon there next to the subscribe button that gives you a notification whenever we go live, which apparently Zippy is like, boom, right on it.
Zippy is
Yeah, he's
always first.
Yeah.
For everything, everything. It's amazing. Like, his notification system must be like
I know other people
top-notch.
talk about that they don't get the notifications until like 10 minutes after the fact, but Zippy's is like boom,
Boom,
on
it's
it.
in there.
So,
So it's working for him.
so Zippy, maybe you need to do a training video on how to set the notifications the right way. All right, guys, you have a good one. Let's see if I can find the off button here. So, yeah, in Finland and Scotland, that's awesome. Thank you guys for joining us today. And super woody way. Guys, I saw a flash. Wait a second. I saw a flash in the rafters above where you saw Pearl. So right as we were saying goodbye, he's seeing a flash up there. Wow. Okay. Well, Pearl, if that was you, thank you.
I haven't been seeing any traffic lights or anything, so
Yeah.
people would stop constantly going by.
No, but up in the rafters there, actually just looking up there now, guys, you can see, like, look at those big old, like, thick timbers up there, like all the way up there. And that's old school up there. So, all right. You guys have a great afternoon again. Thanks for joining us. Mike and Shana here, Society of the Haunted on the Haunted Road Media channel. Take care.